toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the runner-up of last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will put toe together and will get started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because...
Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry up. The option look. Leaves it with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man quickly. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Fans still rocking, man.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kansas offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays. Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open.
There he goes. Touchdown, Archer. He would not be denied.
I have a great play caller back with the hand to pass like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns. When he kicked it again, he got the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that ball is
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pressure coming. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Throws to the wideout. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry. This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. On the run, it's Weaver. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. And they're running the defense, and they'll take it away. Touchdown, Kansas. For the time of the extra point.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback. Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like
turning it on! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's down at the one, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. They're trying to slam it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Here comes the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bearcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Speeding down the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And they swarm him under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3 from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They are up by 7 over Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Now they'll run the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
That pressure got too hit quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now up to 7 and 24-17. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they...
Breaks into the open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Holds and fires complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost the fire on second down. Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring in third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. He breaks the tackle.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside and takes the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quick pass to the line, trying to get it to the mark. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the RPO, complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Weaver. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Not bad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That's 20. He's got space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the red zone, looking for a space. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Right down the middle. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 25 to LSU.
Nice move to keep running.
Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Turning it on. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got
And on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Byrne. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Weaver. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And some room to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Makes a man miss. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They get it on the ground.
Safe on the side.
The turnover has given this offense a great shot. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and Coach probably said, "You dropped it? Didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. He got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a point.
And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Wide open downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Wants to keep it in the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on one. Knocked down for the tackle. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
What? Breaks into the open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Weaver. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.